Hey everyone, welcome to this My Book Collection video. I hope you enjoy watching. Please click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to smash the notification bell and then you can see when I've uploaded new content and doing live streams. So yes, I'll be taking you around my many bookcases in my house and showing you the books that I have. Actually, not only in bookcases, but also in piles. Yes, I have piles of books. Some may say I have a book addiction, and they would be right. I love collecting books. I love reading books. I love all things books, basically. So we're going to start off with the bookcase here in our front room. Just have a little show there. Now there is a button on here, like at the bottom, that does turn on the lights. I can't be bothered to do it now, to be honest. I'm lazy. Plus it's daylight, so you probably wouldn't really see much effect anyway. But it looks really nice at night when it's all lit up and stuff. And I love watching booktubers when they've got all the little fairy lights and stuff around their bookcases. It's just adorable. But anyway, so yeah, I'll just quickly show you the top row here. So most of these books on this bookcase I have read. There are a few down the bottom that I haven't, but most of these are like my collections and series and books that have just been like so special to me that I've kind of, kept just because I love them so much. But yeah, the thing with me and books is I obviously love buying books, as you know, and I kind of read them and keep them in good condition, and then I sell them on eBay, and then I get the money back, and then I can buy more books. It's like a nice kind of book cycle as such. But yeah, like obviously if I read a certain book and it just really touches me and I feel connected to the characters, etc., or if it's part of, a series, etc., I do keep them. But anyway, so I'm going to start up here. Sorry, my hay fever is terrible today. This is the Geek Girl series. Holly Smout, love this series. So fun. I love the characters. I love the stories. Like, it's just absolutely fantastic. If you've not read Geek Girl series, you need to, because it's brilliant. I'm not going to say the name of every book, by the way, because we'll be for like 3 hours. You can clearly see the titles of the book. So, only a few of them I'll kind of pick out to talk about. But yeah, Catwoman here. This is by Sarah J. Maas, and I've read all of the DC Icons so far. Love that series, but this is the only one that I kept because I really loved Catwoman. I thought that was the best one. Got the Selection series here, which I adore, by Kiera Cass. I'm actually reading her new series as well, which is really good. The was it The Betrothed, The Betrayed, etc. But I don't think anything can beat The Selection by Kiera Cass. Like, I just think it's amazing. Then we have The Golem and the Djinn over here. This book, swap hands here. This book here is one of my favourite books of all time. My favourite book of all time is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and this is a very close second because it was amazing. And I'm really excited to get the sequel, which is coming out at the end of the month. Got that on pre-order, baby, from Waterstones. We've got The Keeper of Lost Things. That was just such a beautiful book, really, really touched me. The amazing Victoria Schwab here. I really want to build up my collection of Victoria Schwab books because I've read most of them, but I haven't got them, which is weird. But I love Victoria Schwab. She's just such an amazing author, as is the wonderful Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've got another one of hers upstairs, but these two I kept down here. Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh, wow. And my favourite one of hers is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which was just amazing. So going down to this shelf here. Sorry, I keep coughing. Mortal Instruments, my favourite book series of all time. If you can see there, just behind there is all different books. And also Nathan, a few years ago, bought me this necklace, which is connected to the series. This was from Clockwork Angel and stuff. I love this necklace. I don't wear it because I worry that I'm going to lose it, and I like to kind of keep it with the books themselves. I don't know, I'm a bit weird. Oh, this is one of Nathan's books here. Doesn't normally keep his books on my bookcase. Anyway, moving down here, we've got all the Leigh Bardugo, however you say it, books series. I've read all of them apart from Rule of Wolves. I need to read that. I think I'm going to put that on for next month to read, like on my TBR for next month, because it's a big chunky book, but I love the whole kind of Grecian novels and stuff. Like I just think she's an amazing author. I don't like the TV show though. I have to say, I prefer the books. I don't watch the TV show. This one is probably my most recent book that has been added to the shelf, and it's Fangs by Sarah Anderson. This is so cute. It's like a little graphic novel, comic strip book about a vampire and a werewolf falling in love. It's so funny. It's so cute. It's just so adorable. Hopefully you're getting a good look at the titles of the books here. If there's any books that look interesting to you, you know, look them up. Get them yourselves. It's all good. I love like recommending books and kind of, you know, inspiring people to read certain books if they've seen them in my videos and stuff. Still haven't read Zenith. Everyone was going on and on about this book, but I haven't read it yet. It's because I'm not really into sci-fi that much. I like sci-fi sometimes, but like I'm not like full-on sci-fi. Oh yeah, the lovely Kendare Blake series. I love that. The Outsiders. This is my special 50th edition version. I wonder if I can get that out. There we go. Oh, yeah, 50th anniversary edition of The Outsiders. A classic cult book. Love it. It's my little collection of Jewish stories. I am, of course, Jewish and proud. Hashtag Jewish and proud. And this is such a lovely little collection of like little short stories, like Jewish, like folklore stories, you know. So I've read like a couple of these, but I need to read some more of them because I love all that. And behind here, there are other books. Some of them I've read, some of them I haven't. But I do know they're all here. I know they're all here. And there's Rainbow Rowell. Got to love a bit of Rainbow Rowell. Dread Nation, love Dread Nation. Need to read the sequel of that. Just pulling these out to show you behind. So what I've actually done is recently, me and Nathan, he helped me, bless him, is my fiance if you're new here. We've wrote down all of the books that I've got that I haven't read. I didn't write down the books I have read because I've read them, but all the books that I haven't read yet that are on my kind of ongoing TBR. They're all in basically little boxes in genres. So I've got a box of thrillers. I've got a box with books that are romance, you know, box of sci-fi, horror, that kind of thing. And once a month he picks a random like mystery book out, and that way I'm going to hopefully get through some of these that have been sitting on my shelves for a while. Obviously, you know, sometimes I just fancy a bit of this, bit of that, and I'll go to that sort of. For example, a lot of these on this shelf are kind of fantasy, so I'll think, oh, you know, or sorry, this shelf, I think, oh, a bit of fantasy series, go down here or over here. Do you know what I mean? And if I fancy a thriller, as you'll see in a bit, a lot of my thrillers are upstairs all together and stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a case of picking books that I'm drawn to. I'm very much a mood reader. Or, you know, some of the books are going to get read by, you know, Nathan picking them out of the box, or boxes. Sorry. Anyway, I'm rambling. So down here, a series that I haven't read yet. Yeah, these are all like fantasy books, fantasy series. I do love my fantasy, but I feel like in the last year or so, I haven't really read much of it. And I'm annoyed with myself because I like the escapism of fantasy books. So, yeah, I think in the next few months, I really want to get into some fantasy, catch up with some of these series that I've got and not read. There's two series that I really, really want to get to in the next few months. The first one is by Marie Lu, which is the Young Elite series. I love Marie Lu. Not read this series yet, this trilogy. And also I've got the Victoria Schwab books. I think that's just a duology, isn't it? So I really want to get to that. I've got some sequels on this bookcase that, you know, haven't read yet kind of thing. So really want to kind of get to that this year. But anyway, so that's this bookcase down here. I don't know why I'm doing that. There's my mum's stick. She, bless her, she had a hip operation. Why is it upside down? It should. I just thought, what? This is her stick that she uses. She doesn't use it as much as she should because she's like, I don't need it, but she probably does need it. Look at how old it is. Look, it's got all like. Anyway, random there. So yeah, that's this bookcase. So now I'm going to show you the two bookcases upstairs. I've got one in my bedroom, our bedroom, and one in the spare room. So come with me. Okay, so now I am in the spare room, and this is the bookcase in here. Also have a little mini kind of pile of books right here, so many books. So I'll actually start with this little pile here. Bone Season, Samantha Shannon. This is supposed to be really, really good. One of my favourite booktubers, actually, Pages with Paige, has been talking about this book series and how good it is. So I spotted it in a charity shop and I was like, I'll have that. The Girl Who... Oh, yeah, The Girl Who Could Silence the Wind. I got in Poundland the other day. I don't really know much about it, but this book cover is just... wow, like it's just so beautiful. I had to get it. Got that one in Poundland as well. Love Virtually. And this is actually a book by Anton Dubek, or Dubek. Anyway, he's a famous dancer here in the United Kingdom and like TV personality. This is One Enchanted Evening. And this is actually one of my books that Nathan has chose for me to read this month on my TBR game that I showed him at one of my recent book videos. So yeah, he chose it at random. So I don't know what that's going to be like. Hopefully good. It's really difficult for me to show you this top row of books because I am so small and I'm having to like stretch right up here. I'll just kind of show you. If you've got Zach Bagans on the end there, his like autobiography from Ghost Adventures, which is my favourite TV show. New series is back soon. These are just books up the top few rows that I've not read yet. So these are like TBR books of kind of just general fiction, really, a bit of this and a bit of that. Got some Lisa Jewell books up there. Love Lisa Jewell. She's amazing. If you've never read a Lisa Jewell book, I really recommend it. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, yeah, I heard so many good things about You Had Me at Hello, so I found that in a charity shop. A lot of these books, actually, in this bookcase are from, like, local charity shops and stuff. Not all of them, but some of them. These are some of my little, my kid books that I've kept, my little Walt Disney books there. There's my favourite, look, Lady and the Tramp. I love that. I used to have like a cassette that I'd listen to, like the audio, and read through the book. Got some Eva Ibbotson books here. I love Eva Ibbotson. She was such an amazing author. I've got a few like creepy books about vampires and ghosts and stuff like that. Got some thrillers here. A little selection of thrillers. Louise Candlish, Our House, is supposed to be really good. I haven't read it yet, obviously, but it's there when I want to. These a lot of these are kind of thrillers. I've kind of tried to keep them in that kind of group as such. So if I fancy a thriller, I know where they are. Down to this one here. This is one I've been wanting to read for a while, and I managed to get that in a charity shop. Book of Lies by Terry. Just trying to look at some of these. So you can see the titles there. Jessie NYC. I have no idea what that's about really, but I just thought it was a really cute cover, so I bought it. Look, some of my childhood books coming along here. Pretty in Pink, of course, the movie, the book of the movie and stuff. One of my favourite films. I love Pretty in Pink. Nancy Drew. I used to love Nancy and Ned and, you know, investigating. These books here are like Sweet Dreams. Oh, sorry, it's the phone. That frightened the hell out of me. I was like, ah. It totally took me off what I was saying. Yeah, Sweet Dreams, like romance and stuff. I used to love Sweet Dreams. And I would read some of these at some point again because they're so like cute. And then down here, here's a series I got ages ago. I've not read them. It's like a little trilogy, which look quite cute. Little young adult, well, kind of middle grade, young adult, ghosty kind of ones. Witch for a Week. Oh my, okay. Here are all my Sweet Valley books that I own. Sweet Valley, High. It's good, that, wasn't it? So yeah, these are the Sweet Valley twins, which was when they were like Jessica and Elizabeth were younger, and then you've got them when they were at high school. I did start to save the university, but I don't know what happened to them, if I've still got them or not. But they're not here, but they might be like somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I loved Sweet Valley as a kid. I would be forever reading Sweet Valley. We've got here Rainbow Bright Saves Christmas. It's always a good one. The Official Barbie Annual. I'm such a big kid. This book made me cry like a baby. The Little Match Girl by Hans Christian Andersen. Oh my God, if you've not read the story of the Little Match Girl, oof, it's very emotional, let's put it that way. Prudy Finds Out. This is my favourite book of all time. Well, as a child. I can't get it out because it's kind of shoved in there. But it's about a cat called Prudy. Prudy Pratt, the cat. Anyway, a little joke book there in case I'm feeling really miserable. I can just cheer myself up with some jokes. Here's a book of runes. I have got some runes, by the way, so I use that book as a like a guide. And then here you can see one of my viewers sent me this little book here. It's the Ghosts of Salem. Okay, so the last bookcase I'm going to show you is the one in our bedroom. Got some cute little figures up here. Got some Harry Potter and Beauty and the Beast, Pokemon, little Toy Story thing there. And my very spooky fortune teller. I love her. Like witch fortune teller. Love that. In case anyone wonders where I got this, it was from TK Maxx. And they normally sell this one around Halloween time. So if you want one, get them quick because they sell pretty quickly. Got my Zoltar here, a little light up ghost, my Russian doll bookends. I literally put so much stuff on my bookcases. This is my favourite book of all time, like literally of all time. This is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and it takes special place here on this kind of old, very dusty candelabra. Oh, that's embarrassing. Need to dust this. But yeah, Erin Morgenstern, Night Circus is my favourite book of all time. Anyway, it's not about accessories on bookcases, it's about books. So let me show you. I know it's probably pretty hard to see in this one because I've literally put up loads of stuff, like little figures in front, but you can kind of see. Out of Love there. I want to read that, but then I don't because it's supposed to be quite like depressing about breakups and stuff. So part of me wants to read it because it sounds good, and the other part's like, will it bring me down a little bit? I don't know. But it's there. It's staying until I want to read it. Just have a little look at the names here as we scroll along. Oh, we've got The Dinner Guest. This is supposed to be a really good thriller, so I will get to that at some point. A Song for Ella Gray. That looks good. Well, all these look good because obviously they're my books and I bought them because I was interested in them. Slay. I've got a couple of books called Slay, actually. So have a look here. The Wife Between Us. Everyone raves about that one, so I'm looking forward to read that. Got some Cara Hunter books there. I've read one in the series, so I'm trying to like pick up some more in the series from Cara Hunter. This is not a book, by the way. It's my goldfish Wilma, but just saw her and I thought, oh, I'll get a little bit of footage of her. Wilma, do you like reading books? Oh, she's thinking about it. Do you like reading books? Go to the bookcase, choose a book. Yep, that's the right direction. Just take it slow. You've got all the time in the world. Choose a book. See, look, she's gone there. Well done. Oh, okay. Anyway. Okay, this is the second row of this bookcase. Got some Holly Bourne books here. This is really uncomfortable. I'm like stuck on the floor in this really tiny little gap. Yeah, Holly Bourne. I love Holly Bourne books. What have we got here? Oh, The Shelf. Heard so many good things about this, and this is one of these books that I'm really drawn to. It's supposed to be like a bit like Big Brother kind of thing, reality TV show and romance, and yeah, heard a lot of good things about that one. Just scrolling through here, got some new books here. The Intimacy Experiment looks good. This is a classic apparently that I've never read, The Valley of the Dolls. So I managed to pick up that for like 50p, I think, in a charity shop, and just little faces looking at us. But yeah, like I haven't read it yet, but it's supposed to be like a real kind of cult classic book. Also, there was a movie as well. Here is the one that only Taylor Jenkins read. What's this called? I can't remember. Oh, they've gone. Sorry, I'll put them up in a minute. One True Loves. Oh yeah, so this is about this woman. So I'm trying to put a troll back on its shelf. Anyway, it's about this woman who, I think she falls in love and everything's good. And then her husband or fiance or something gets killed, so she thinks. And then she eventually, once she's ready, she moves on, falls in love again. And then she finds out that the first guy she was in love with isn't dead, that he's actually alive. So yeah, that's a tricky one, isn't it? What would you do in that situation? This one here has got such a beautiful cover. I need to show you this. This is recommended for you. I love this. Look at all the books by, who is it? Laura Silverman. Got Thunder Girls here by Melanie Blake. I absolutely loved Ruthless Women, so this was her first book, so I will get to read that at some point. Got Matt Haig there, The Radleys. That's supposed to be good, quite funny. Yeah, there's a gap here. I need to put some more books in this little gap. but I can fit a few more in. Doll Factory, When the World Was Ours. You can kind of see that, kind of. This I did not realise was going to be quite so chunky. It's the Once and Future Witches by, is it by Alex E. Harrow? Beautiful, beautiful book, but I was shocked when I picked it up from Waterstones because it was so big and I was like, oh my, okay, that's going to take ages to read. Okay, moving down to here. This is really uncomfortable for me to sit like this. This is the series of Lockwood and Co. I read number 1. I think I've read number 2. Have I read number 2? I can't remember. Anyway, I've read 1 or definitely 2, but I know I've definitely... Anyway, I really like them, so I basically went on eBay and got the rest of the series like really cheap and stuff. So they're there waiting for me to read. We've got here The Wicked Cometh. I think that's like witchy kind of book. Sophie Gonzalez, Only Mostly Devastated. I must get round to reading soon. I read, was it Perfect on Paper recently by her. It wasn't amazing, but it was okay. Like, it was a fun read and stuff. Got some thrillers down here, just some randoms really. The Mister, that's supposed to be a bit ooh la la. And we've got 13 by Steve Kavanagh. He's supposed to be like a really good thriller writer, so yeah, it's some thrillers down here and just some like random fiction, basically. All right, so now I'm sitting on the floor because here I have I have some piles of books waiting to be read. Honestly, it's ridiculous. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, which I hope you do, please click like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so just really going to show you a few of them here. So we've got Vampires Never Get Old. This is a collection of short stories about, well, you probably guessed it, vampires. It says here, tales with a fresh bite. Love that. This cover is so beautiful. This is quite a new purchase, actually. Dangerous Women by Hope Adams. And if I open this up, look at this. I mean, come on. The artwork is just intense. Very, very good. And it's a signed copy as well. What we've got here. This is Alex. Oh, yeah, this was supposed to be read this month. I chose this from one of my TBR books, so we'll see. If not, I'll put it on next month. Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. I really enjoyed Night Owls, so that's why I kind of chose it. So then we have That Weekend by the amazing Cara Thomas, who did The Cheerleaders. Love that. A lot of these books I've kept separate over here because I used them in my TBR video, the ones that I said I was going to read this month. I want to try and get around to them. I've already read a couple off my TBR, but then a few new books have entered the building, and I was like, I just have to read that. So it's kind of, they kind of took over from these ones that I'd chosen already. But there's still the rest of the month to go, and I do vow to read a couple, even if I get through a few from my TBR. I don't normally set myself goals for a TBR. I'm very much a mood reader. I kind of go with, you know, the mood and what I'm fancying. So for me to pick a TBR, it's not really working well for me because I'm just like, you know, I feel like I have to read this book because I chose it and I want to read this. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. Even if I do just a few books a month from my TBR or something. Anyway, I'm rambling. So this one is Me and Mr. J by Rachel McIntyre. She goes with her teacher. Bit of romance with a teacher. This is a big boy. This is a bit like that Witches one I just showed you. So this is Bill Clinton and James Patterson, and I absolutely love The President is Missing. This is called The President's Daughter, and yeah, I think what's putting me off of reading it, it's so big. But I know the other one was just as big, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm a fast reader, but like when the books are so chunky, I suppose I do kind of get put off because I think, oh, it's going to take me days to read. And anyway, but I hope it's going to be good, as I say, because I did really enjoy the first one. The font is quite big. Obviously, it's a hardback, so the writing's going to be, sorry, the font is going to be bigger than a paperback, but yeah, we'll see what it's like. But I like the fact that Bill Clinton writes with James Patterson because you really get that kind of political thing. Like you see behind like the White House what goes on and stuff. And yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to that eventually. We've got the Things We Don't See. This one is another one of those big chunky books, Daughters of Night. This is by Laura Shepherd Robinson. Look how big that is. They just scare me when they're so big. And this is a signed copy as well. I'd have liked to have got the signed Bill Clinton copy. That'd have been worth something, but no, they'd sold out of those, so I couldn't get that. Look, the big pile, oh, goes back on. Actually, that can go back on the bookcase. All right, so quickly over here, we've got Eleanor and Park. I chose that for my TBR. Oh yeah, Hanny and Issues Guide to Fake Dating. That's on my TBR. People Like Her. Ellery Lloyd, most likely. Sarah Watson. Some of Lost Letters. That's going to be emotional. I know it's going to be emotional. Poison Heart by Callan Bayron, who did Cinderella's Dead. Really enjoyed that. And Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry as well. So some of these are on my TBR. And as I say, it's only kind of like the beginning-ish of the month, so I might get round to a few more. I'd be happy with myself if I managed to do a few off my TBR and a few just, you know, mood reading kind of books. I've got some more new books here. Oh, my. Oh, my. Laura likes buying the books. This one is Show Us Who You Are, and it's by Elle McNichol. And she wrote the book A Kind of Spark, which I know a lot of people that I watch, like booktubers, love. I've not read A Kind of Spark yet, and I had to collect a book, and they basically said if you want to get the special offer, buy one, get one half free, you need another one. And I was like, okay. Had a little look round, and I was tempted to get A Kind of Spark. I know it's just won the award and stuff, but I don't know. When I read about that one and then I saw this one, I thought this one sounds more me and sounds really cool, especially with the whole kind of hologram thing. And yeah, I don't know. It just sounded really cool. So I've gone with that one. So hopefully that's good. And if I do like it, I will obviously try and read Kind of Spark as well. This one I picked up in a charity shop for like 50p. It might have been 30p. I can't remember. But anyway, it's cheap as chips. From Notting Hill with Love Actually. It's just such a great title, seriously, by Ali McNamara. I love Love Actually. It's one of my favourite. I do like Notting Hill, it's okay, but Love Actually is like one of my favourite films. I think this has got a Christmas vibe. You see all the snowflakes. I might keep this kind of Christmas time, possibly. I've got a couple of little quick reads here. I do like quick reads. They're really nice to read in between books, like proper book size books, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of up my numbers on my Goodread goals. And just sometimes I like a little quick short story in between, proper stories. This one I picked up, The Marlowe Murder Club, very similar to Thursday Night Murder Club by the amazing Richard Osman. That book was my book of last year, so I just loved it, and I can't wait for number 2. I think it's called The Man Who Died Twice or something, if I remember. I've got it on pre-order, and I've got the signed version. Boom. Very excited for that one. But yeah, this is very, very similar. It's like elderly people becoming detectives. It looks quite fun as well, so we'll see. I mean, even the cover looks really similar. The pile's getting higher. It's going to be up there in a second. Passing Playbook has trans rep in it, and it just sounds just such a good book. And it's also got a football connection. I do like a bit of football. West Ham fan here. So that's Passing Playbook by, who's that by? Oh yeah, Isaac Fitzsimmons. Oh my days, this book is, I would say, like one of the prettiest books I've ever seen. It's by the one and only Rainbow Rowell, and it's called Anyway the Wind Blows. And you can just see, look at this. The sprayed edges are just to die for. They're so pretty. Got some really lovely artwork in here as well of the characters. And look at the front cover. I mean, seriously, look at it. It's just a really stunning book. And yeah, I love Carry On, and the second one in the series was okay, but like Carry On was a 5-star for me. I can't remember the name of the second one, but I think I'll give that a 4-star, so I still really liked it. And this one I think is going to be a 5-star. Got a good feeling about it. I got this in Sainsbury's the other day, The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey. Look at this cover as well. This is stunning. Apparently this was the Costa Book of the Year for 2020. I didn't even realise that. I'd seen this knocking about, and I was kind of like, should I not? And then I went in Sainsbury's, saw it for like £4.50, and I was like, actually, that's a really good bargain for this. It is dearer in Waterstones, so I picked that one up. But yeah, it just looks really, really good. And I think it's about this girl who's like really, really pretty, and all these other women get jealous and they turn her into a mermaid, basically. And then this guy finds her, like this fisherman, and kind of rescues her. And yeah, I just think it sounds really interesting. I love mermaid themed books, This pile is literally as tall as me now. Then we have this one here. This is the book everyone's raving about, Casey McQuiston's One Last Stop. This is LGBTQI plus themed, and it's romance and it's time travel. It's supposed to be really good fun and magical, and yeah, it's not my cup of tea in the way that I don't like time travel books normally, but it is in the other way. Like, anyway, I just think it sounds lovely. And also this cover is just so cool. I think she's the girl, where is she? She's the girl from the 70s who time travels into like current day, and that's the girl from the current day. So nice to see a really pretty cover here. I love pretty book covers. We've got down here Gail Forman's We Are Inevitable. Heard about this on Kit Kats Can Read's channel. Then we've got this one here, which is An Emotion of Great Delight by Tahrir Maffei, is that how you say it? I'm really sorry if I say names wrong, but I can't help it. I do try my best. And I really loved her other book, A Very Large Expanse of Sea. I read that, I think, a year ago or something, and I really enjoyed that. So this one hit, oh, wow, this cover. I have so many beautiful book covers, like seriously. All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. The American version has got an even better cover, but I still think our cover's pretty cool. Only got a few more to show you here. The Betrayed by Kiera Cass, which is number 2 in her new series. This one has been very kindly gifted to me by the actual author. So big thank you to Aidan Polydoros. This is a proof copy, and it's called The City Beautiful. It's just going to be amazing. It's got hold on, I'll read this bit. The City Beautiful is the haunting, queer, Jewish historical thriller of my darkest dreams, says Dahlia Adler, who I've read a few of her books as well. So yeah, I like the sound of this. And just got a couple of thrillers here. This is The Castaways by Lucy Clarke, and this one here is Dorothy Coombson's I Know What You've Done. This sounds really interesting. It's about the neighbours, and there's this book, and then people start to die, and this woman finds the book, like diary about all the secrets about her neighbours and stuff, and she's not sure if to give it to the police or to keep it for herself and investigate. And yeah, I think this is the woman who wrote, I think she wrote The Ice Cream Girls. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm completely wrong here. I know she's wrote something I've read, but for some reason I've got The Ice Cream Girls in my mind. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. But anyway, they are all my books. I've also got some upstairs in the loft, in that like a spare room we've got up in the loft. But yeah, they're mainly just like a few kind of series that I've had that I'm probably not going to read for some time. So that's why I'm not showing. I know I've got some Patrick Ness books up there. I've also got some books that I've already read and I've just kind of kept up there. But overall, like, these are my main books that I have. I've got to tidy these up now because they're just all over the floor. But listen, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up. I really would appreciate that. And please subscribe to my channel, and smash, oh no, let's go back in there, smash the notification bell, and check out Minx Laura 123 as my other channel. Tell me if you have any of the books I have, if you've noticed like any books that you own that I own as well. And yeah, maybe you've seen a book in this video you haven't got, but you think looks pretty cool that you'd like to read. Let me know. And tell me what you're currently reading, what book you're reading, and if you're enjoying it or not. My current read is called Reputations, and it's so good. It's by I can't think of her name, Lex Croucher, I think. Something like that. So good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye. Happy reading.